Welcome back to another one of our Disneyland Hotel Diaries. Today, we're talking about a hotel that is famous for one thing, and one thing only: location, location, location. We are diving deep into the Best Western Plus Park Place Inn. You know, the one that's literally right across the street from all the magic.
All right, so let's just get right into it. We all know this place wins the prize for being the closest, right? I mean, hands down. But here's the real question. Does being that close automatically make it the best choice for your big Disneyland trip? That's what we're here to figure out.
So here's how we're going to break it all down for you. First, we'll talk about that unbeatable location. Then, we're going to take a very honest look inside the rooms. After that, we'll weigh the good against the bad, the perks versus the quirks. We'll give you our final verdict on who this hotel is actually for, and then we'll finish up with some pro tips just in case you decide this is the spot for you. Ready? Let's do this.
All right, let's kick things off with the number one reason this hotel is even on the map for most people. It's that huge promise, right? Being just steps, literally steps, from the front gate. And look at this. The numbers don't lie. We're talking about a 4.9 out of 5 from over 3,800 reviews. That is basically a perfect score. So, this isn't just some marketing slogan they cooked up. It's the real deal. People who stay here agree on one thing for sure. The location is amazing. And this picture, this says it all, right? This is literally your view. You walk out the door, cross the street, and boom, you're at the main entrance. Think about what that means. No messing with shuttles, no long walks from a parking garage. And maybe the best part? You can easily pop back to the room for a quick nap or a dip in the pool in the middle of the day. For anyone who's done a full park day with kids, you know that is an absolute game changer. Okay, so we've established it. The location is a home run, no question. But that's only part of the story, isn't it? Now it's time for a little reality check. Let's talk about the place you'll actually be laying your head down at night. So on the left, you've got the official marketing photo. Looks fine, right? Totally standard. But then you look at the right, and, well, yeah, that's a dirty sock that a family found when they checked into their room. And this right here really captures the disconnect we saw over and over in the reviews. There's this huge gap between what you think you're getting and what you might actually find. And it's not just, a one-off forgotten sock. We see so many comments just like this one from Maureen. People talk a lot about this musty smell and how the rooms just feel old. They're crying out for an update, especially the beds, which many people described as hard and uncomfortable.
And just in case you thought the sock was bad, check this out. Another guest found chewed gum stuck to the wall right next to the headboard. Ugh, come on. It's these kinds of gross little details that really start to add up, especially when you're paying top dollar just to be close to the park.
And sometimes it gets even more serious. This review points out a terrible mold and mildew problem, and they specifically mention the first floor rooms. This wasn't just one person saying this either. It's a theme that pops up again and again, and honestly, it's a huge red flag if you or anyone in your family has allergies or any kind of sensitivity. So what are we looking at here? It's like an A+ for location, but maybe a C- or even a D for the rooms themselves. And that brings us to the big debate, right? It's time to weigh the good versus the bad. Let's really dig into the perks versus the quirks of this place. All right, let's lay it all out. On the win side, you've got that killer location, obviously, plus a free hot breakfast, which, hey, can save you a ton of cash. They still do daily housekeeping, which is kind of rare these days. And there's a pool and scooter rentals. Not bad. But then you look at the watch-outs column. The walls are paper thin, we've heard. The rooms are old. Cleanliness is basically a lottery. The staff can be hit or miss. And yeah, that free hot breakfast, let's just say there's a big old asterisk next to that one.
And yeah, this is the asterisk. Some people are just happy to get anything for free, and that's fair. But then you hear from folks like Holly, who were, well, not impressed. When you hear the words frozen Eggo waffles, it kind of paints a picture, doesn't it? It definitely helps you set your expectations a little more realistically for what hot breakfast actually is.
Hey, real quick, if you're getting some good info out of this and it's helping you plan your trip, could you do us a huge favor and just take a second to hit that like button and subscribe? It honestly helps us out a ton and lets us make more of these for you. Thanks so much.
Okay, let's pull all of this together. We've seen the amazing, the not so amazing, and defrozen waffles. So what's the bottom line? Is this hotel the right choice for your Disneyland vacation?
Okay, so it really comes down to this. What kind of traveler are you?
I'd say this place is a big yes if location is truly your #1 absolute priority and you really just need a basic place to sleep. It's also a yes if having that free breakfast helps your budget and you can kinda overlook the quality. But it's a maybe not if you're a light sleeper. Seriously, those thin walls are a real problem according to guests. And it's a definite pass if you're expecting anything modern or top-notch service. And finally, and this is a big one, you should absolutely avoid this place if mold or mildew is a health concern for you. Period.
Now, what if you've listened to all this and you're thinking, you know what? That location is worth it for me. Hey, fair enough. If you do decide to stay here, we've got some pro tips for you, straight from people who've been there, to help you make the best of it. Okay, tip number 1. When you book, specifically ask for a room on an upper floor. So many reviews warn about noise and that mildew smell on the first floor. Number 2, pack earplugs. I'm not kidding, this came up over and over. It's a must for light sleepers. Number 3, just manage your expectations. Know that the premium price you're paying is for the location, not for luxury. And finally, number 4, if you're driving, plan ahead for parking. Reviewers say it's super limited and the spaces are really tight, especially for bigger cars.
So in the end, it all boils down to this one simple question for your trip. What's more valuable to you? Is it getting an extra hour of really good, quiet sleep in a cleaner, more modern room that's maybe a 15-minute walk away? Or is it having that incredible 5-minute walk back to your room when you're exhausted after the fireworks? That's the trade-off, and only you can decide which one wins. Thanks for joining us for this one.